Hello students, you are welcome to my second session. So here in this last session we had already discussed about the topic of string, tuples, dictionaries, etc. And now I will discuss about the topics in details and I'll take up some live example of these programs, and then through the example programs we will do some practical and we will learn. We will check the syntax and run the programs and we will find out the result. So are you ready to dive in? Let's go. My first point. Now see here on the screen you will find that the topics which I will discuss today. You can see Python revision to 2. So string, list, tuples, dictionary and sorting techniques I will discuss. Now one by one I will take some programs. First I will discuss about the strings. So here string programs. See that the string program, it is on the screen. As we know that string is a statement which will help us to store in a variable. So here I am taking this string hello students and it has been stored in X. If we print it, then hello students will be printed. Now as we know that by using the operator use in or not in, you can print the string characters in different lines. So I will run this part and I will show you how the result is printing here. See here. Now see this. Hello student, it is printing. On the same line, single line hello student is printing. And now here by using this code, second code for loop, it is printing character by character in different line, because print it is running from first character to last character and ch is printing each and every character in the different lines from x variable. So ch is printing this way. Now again I will move to the program. Now see here, next part it is original string, again you will find it. Now I will tell you something about slicing. Now here, now I will start use of slicing. So slice is the part of a given string, already you know that. So slicing is the process of making the part of a string or cutting the part of a string. See the syntax, the string name, then starting is m colon n, it is defining as the stop. Colon is the separator. Within the square bracket you have to mention it. These are the index numbers. For example, suppose I have written here y equals to x of 3 colon 12. Means it will cut the slice from x. It will start from third to in between third index number to 12 index number. And then it will store the continuous part of the string in y. If I will execute this program, see here. Now see that 3 to 12. So it is printing from here, next fourth character to next up to n. So here 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So till that it is printing. But though counting will start from 0, so it will be 12 minus 1 means it will print till 11th position in place. Now slicing, next one, next part, another method of use the slicing of string. See here x, then here starting point is missing, you can observe, then colon minus 3. Now the contiguous part of the string will store in the variable z. So the statement has been written as z equals to x of starting point is unknown, colon -3. Now observe here, z equals to x of starting point is missing and then colon -3. It is the stop point. Now in that case, when starting point has not been given, it means it will start printing from -3 position to till the end of the string. It will continue. So the result I can show you if you will run this program. Now observe this, it is printing from till this -3 position. It is printing till the starting point, means hello students, it is printing up to this. If you count from here to this in reverse order, it is printing. Is that clear? Means the first till the first character it will print in reverse order. Next point, it is k equals to x of, then here instead of colon I have used here the scope resolution operator. Observe that, and -2. In that case it will print starting point here also missing and -2. It means it will start from print the string in reverse order. It will start from back side -2 and alternate character it will be printing. Now see the result here. Alternatively the string is printing here. Now see here, if you will observe, now it is starting from here and then second position, each and every alternate characters. First it is S, it is printing. Now N, it is printing. Now D, it is printing. Then T, then S, after that blank space, then L, and then E. So after skipping one character, it is printing, but it is start printing from reverse order. Now another style, if observe that sometimes by mistake you may mention here that the string both the ranges are out of your index number. Here observe starting point is also 20 and end point is 30. There is no 20 characters and no 30th position. So both are out of range. If you will execute it, nothing will be printing here. See that for this there is no output because your both the conditions are false. If one condition will be false and it is not finding, then it may print that it is out of range. Now next I will explain about some built-in functions which can be used within the string. These functions are library functions and they are very helpful to construct the Python programming. Now see here, the functions are is upper, is lower, lower, upper, capitalized. This way many functions are there already in class 11th. You have done it. Now one by one I will show how it has been used with the syntax. The syntax is the string name dot, then the function name will be used. Then is upper, it is a built-in function which will check the string that it has been given in uppercase letter or lowercase. If it is uppercase letter, then it will return you the answer or result as true. If condition is not fulfilling, then it will return you false value. Now as our string you have given, this is all in uppercase letter, so it must return the result as true. Observe what it is returning. Now see here, result is giving you true result. Now is lower function, it will check that the string is given in lowercase or not. If it is lowercase, then Python will return you the statement true, but if it is uppercase, then Python will return you false. Now is lower and is upper, these two are a pair of statement which will help you to check whether the string is upper or whether the string is lower. Now in between I have written here, observe a simple lower function. This function will not check anything. It will convert directly. The string will be converted into the given case. If the string is in uppercase, then the string will be converted into lowercase. Check the syntax, the string name dot, then the function name. Function name is lower. Each and every function will be followed by a round brackets or parentheses. So here, if I will execute that, I will show you what is the result. See here, is upper, as the condition is true, so it is printing here true. Now lower, it is converting. As our given string, it was in uppercase. You can see that on string hello students, original string I have given as uppercase letter. So here, see that the result is converted into lowercase. Now here, I want to convert this lowercase into uppercase again. So here the is upper will convert into uppercase. See here, is lowercase bar. After that we have used upper function also. So this upper function is converting the string into uppercase, and this is the result. I'll show you in proper way. Now observe this result. False. First one it was true. Next one is false again. Next it is converting lowercase. Here you can see hello students. Now again is lower, it is checking. It is false because the originally the string is in uppercase, so it is printing false. Next, but as it has been converted into lowercase, again upper function is converting into uppercase, from lower to upper. Observe that, lower to upper it is converting. Next function, it is also very interesting, a nice function, capitalize. Capitalize, it will help us to print only in a proper format of the sentence. Like first character of the sentence only will be converted into uppercase. Syntax you check, x dot capitalized means the string name dot capitalized. You can store the result in another variable. So I have written here y equals to x dot capitalized. Now for example, now you execute the program and see how it is printing. Capitalized, see that h only has been converted into uppercase. Rest of this already you have converted into lower, it is in proper capitalizing means in the proper sentence order it is printing, and first word first letter it is in capital. Now next, check the find function. Find function is also a very nice function. If you want to find out any substring, do you know what is the meaning of substring? A small part of a given string is called the substring. Suppose your main string is hello student. Now I want to find out a substring, suppose up to that. Any part you can find out. So if you want to find any subpart of a given string, then find function will be helpful. The syntax you check. This is the syntax. String name dot find, then the substring within the quotation you have to mention, then comma, then from which position to which position, means starting to end. Both the index number you have to mention. Then only your string can be searched. If within a string a particular index number starting to end in between the string substring will be searched from the given string. Now next it is printing here what substring it is stored in A. If I will run the program, I can show you in which location it found. It will give you, if it is available, it will. Now see here substring position, it is stud starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th position. So it is returning you 6. So from which position substring is found? It is sixth position. If the substring is not available, then it will return you -1. Always remember that. If substring not found, then in case of failure of searching, it will return -1. Now next, if you want to print the string, it is printing original this string, hello string. Next, some space functions are there, and else strip and r strip. Each space function, it is checking is there any space in between the string. If any space are there, then only it can return you true value, otherwise it will return you space false value. R strip, that will strip the string from right hand side. L strip, that will cut the string from left hand side. Now I will show you the result. See here, R strip, it is printing hello only, because hello student is the main string and I am cutting student. So that part has been stripped and only the hello part is printing. Now next, L strip, I want to cut from the left hand side, cut it from left hand side. So hello part I am cutting, then it is printing only student. So this way, according to your choice, you can do it. Now I will show you some example with application program of this library function with the loop statement. Now see here, if I want to check that is upper and is lower, how it is working within the program. Now suppose my string is hello world. Observe the string, some part is uppercase, some part is lowercase I have given. Now we will check within the program what it is doing. Now print original string, it will print here. Now while a not equals to stop, here if you want to repeat the program again and again, then you can apply this type of statement, so that again and again it will ask for input. So X is our original string, hello student. So it is not stop. So if it is not equals to stop, condition is becoming true. As we know that the while statement is working when the condition is true. So X not equals to stop, condition is true. Then it will enter in the body of the loop. Within the body of the loop, there is another for loop, which will check each and every character from the given string A. And it will check that character by character. After checking, it will check that the given string is it uppercase. If it is upper, then it will convert into lowercase. Otherwise, if this condition is false, then it will check that is it lowercase, then it will convert into uppercase. Means the program is actually doing the lowercase part will convert into upper and uppercase part will convert into lower according to your given conditions. So here is upper and is lower. These are the condition checking functions. Always remember that. And lower and upper, these are always conversion. Means it will convert the string into the corresponding characters, corresponding case. Now I will run this part only. Now execute the program. Now see here, original string, it is hello world. Now how it is converting each and every character by using ch. Already we have used ch. Now see here the ch. our original string, it was hello student, and a string we have given as hello world. Now observe, hello was in small case, but here hello it is converted into uppercase, and world it was in uppercase. Now hello has been converted into world was in uppercase, world has been converted into lowercase. Each and every time it is executing, so it is repeating one by continuously, and after converting result is also printing. Now as you can see here, enter the stop, only you can stop the string. So here if you will enter any other string, then it will continue with that. If you will print here stop, then only you can come out from the program. Now it is printing. Observe that this is your original string, but when you are converting, it is printing in this way. Continuously it is asking, enter your new string and print here, as I am printing the character also and key also. Hope that you have understood that string concepts, how the string and string functions will be applied. Now I'll move to the next part of the explanation,